comes from Pakistan. Now, speculation is mounting in the country over the whereabouts of the former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Sohail Afridi sat outside Adiala jail in protest after police denied him a meeting with the former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Now, Tehreek-e-Insaf supporters also gathered outside the jail demanding to meet Imran Khan. But jail officials refuted reports of Khan's worsening health or transfer, saying that he remains stable and under medical supervision. Remember earlier, Imran's three sisters were allegedly manhandled by police while attempting to meet him at Adiala jail. And this incident, in fact, coincided with unverified social media claims which originated from Pakistan as well as Afghanistan, suggesting that Imran Khan has been mysteriously killed inside the prison. Now, according to Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, as well as Imran Khan's sisters, including Noreen Niazi, Alima Khan and Dr. Uzma Khan, they were staging a peaceful protest outside Adiala jail, demanding access to their brother, and this is when police personnel allegedly launched a sudden assault on them. Imran's sister Noreen Niazi claimed that the police turned off street lights before attacking them in the dark. In fact, thousands of PTI supporters also gathered outside the prison, shouting slogans against Imran Khan's continued detention. The confrontation here comes amid a month-long ban on family and legal meetings with the former Prime Minister, remember, who has been incarcerated since August 2023 in multiple cases.
पाकिस्तान तहरीक इंसाफ का हमेशा से एहतजाज जो है वो आखिरी ऑप्शन रहा है, पुरअमन एहतजाज। हमें दीवार से लगाया जाता है, उसके बाद हम ऑप्शन इस्तेमाल करते हैं। और ये जो है आप इसको नॉर्मल ना समझें, इसका प्रेशर जो है इन पर है और ये इसका अंदाजा हमें है। लेकिन फिर जब हम तरीके से आएंगे, तैयारी के साथ आएंगे, इरादे के साथ आएंगे, तो फिर जो है मेरे ख्याल में बहुत से लोगों की नींदें उड़ जाएंगी। लेकिन बहरहाल ये भी इनको तकलीफ दे रही है और ये पूरा पाकिस्तान ये देख रहा है।
सीएम साहब ने यही कहा है, लास्ट टाइम जब सीएम साहब आए थे उन्होंने यही कहा कि हम तमाम ऑप्शंस इस्तेमाल करना चाहते हैं। उसके बाद फिर उन्होंने लास्ट टाइम भी तजिया निगारों और सहाफियों के ऊपर छोड़ा कि फिर आप बताएं कि फिर मैं आगे क्या करूं। ये भी उस ऑप्शन में से एक ऑप्शन है कि यहाँ पे बैठे और सिर्फ पाकिस्तानी अवाम के सामने इनका चेहरा सामने लेके आना चाहते हैं और आगे आप देखें इंशाअल्लाह ताला फिर क्या होता है। शुक्रिया,
बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
Mr. Zulkarnain Tahir, who joins me from Lahore. Thank you so much, sir. What makes Imran Khan take so much, even while he is in the prison, sir?
Yeah, for the last at least 3 years since Imran was ousted, all the politics surrounded him here. He's been practically tamed. He's been put in the prison, but
अभी भी पॉपुलर हैं। आप बताइए ताहिर, अभी भी पॉपुलर हैं?
Imran Khan is still popular. There's no question about it.
तो ये क्या हुआ था, आप जरा बताएंगे, हुआ क्या था जेल के सामने? ये इतनी रूमर्स क्यों उड़ी, लोग क्यों आए, हुआ क्या था?
सिंपल एज दिस, फॉर द लास्ट 1 महीने से अलाउ नहीं किया गवर्नमेंट ने कि इमरान खान से कोई भी मिल पाए, उनकी फैमिली, उनके लॉयर्स, उनकी पार्टी लीडर्स। इवन टुडे चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ खैबर पख्तूनख्वा visited him on the 8th time, and on that 8th consecutive time he was denied meeting with Imran Khan by the jail authorities. और दूसरी जानिब गवर्नमेंट अभी तक कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं दे सकी कि 1 माह से why it is refusing Imran or denying Imran's meeting. There is no simple word from the government except the jail authorities today's statement that Imran is fine in the jail and he is not being transferred to any other jail, and there is nothing from the government side, from the jail authority side, except these 2 lines. तो एक सारी रूमर्स तो फिर इस तरह से आनी थी, ये स्पेकुलेशन तो होनी थी।
What do you think has happened in the last 48 hours? Because the news came from Afghanistan Times and there was a handle from the Baluchistan, the government in exile. So what's the big picture? I know there are a lot of narratives in play here, but what is the picture that emerges? Because Asim Munir is like completely settled.
Well, I think the only thing, the one word that Asim Munir is scared of is democracy. So, the one thing that he does not want is any democratic or popular uprising against him. And today, Imran Khan, as you said, is the only person around whom there is a popular uprising, whose supporters are still very keen on his return to political activity, both within Pakistan and abroad. A lot of the Pakistani diaspora is supporting Imran Khan. And so because of these reasons, he is seen as the one last standing opposition to Asim Munir's dictatorial takeover of Pakistan society and of Pakistan's constitution and of Pakistan's leadership. We've seen how this 27th Amendment has given Asim Munir such sweeping powers, not only over all other branches of the defense forces other than the army, the navy, air force, and all other branches, but also over political life. So he is like a dictator for life, as it were, almost. And I'm amazed that the Western countries are allowing this to continue to go through, because in earlier years, the West position always was that in either Pakistan, Bangladesh, or anywhere else, if there is an increase of authoritarian authority, if there's an increase of dictatorship, a lack of democracy, then these countries will not be allowed to participate in UN peacekeeping forces. And we know that UN peacekeeping forces participation is extremely lucrative, and the soldiers and officers of the armies of Bangladesh or Pakistan are very keen. But this threat has evaporated. So now that this 27th Amendment has come through, we find that there is no talk even that why has this dictatorial rule come in Pakistan? Why is democracy being further eviscerated in Pakistan? And this is a very important question, as you know, that the Bhuttos and Nawaz Sharif and his family and his brother, they've all given in.
Now, meanwhile, Nouri Niazi, one of the three sisters of the jailed and former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan, has now expressed anguish over the uncertainty looming over her brother's condition in jail, saying that authorities have not allowed her or others to meet him for over 4 weeks now. In an exclusive interview with ANI, she also claimed that police have been given a free hand to deal with those who are standing with Imran Khan. Let's listen out to her reaction.
नहीं, कुछ नहीं पता, और ना वो बता रहे हैं, और जो लोग जा रहे हैं ना उनको मिलने दे रहे हैं. अभी उनके पार्टी के लोग वहां गए और उन्होंने उनको ना, उनकी मीटिंग शेड्यूल्ड थी, उनको अंदर नहीं जाने दिया. हम लोग गए हैं, पिछले 4 हफ्तों से हम लोगों को नहीं मिलने दे रहे. तो अब इस तरह की फिर वो बातें फैल रही हैं. और ये बल्कि इंडिया से हमें तो पता चला कि इंडिया से खबर निकली थी कि उनको कत्ल कर दिया. अब इतनी बड़ी बात कैसे इन्होंने शुरू की, ये मुझे भी नहीं समझ आ रहा.
Now, Niazi called Pakistani Army Chief General Asim Munir a dictator and described Shehbaz Sharif's government as the most unpopular in the country's history. She also added that Pakistan right now is going through its darkest time and witnessing Hitler-like era repression, where citizens are being killed, beaten and jailed without any accountability.
वो तो कहते हैं कि देखें मुश्किल है, वो बहुत बड़ी मुश्किल तो इमरान खान खुद काट रहे हैं कि वो एक आइसोलेशन में, वो सबसे मुश्किल कैद होती है आइसोलेशन की, और जेल मैनुअल के मुताबिक 4 दिन से ज्यादा किसी को भी आप आइसोलेट नहीं कर सकते. लेकिन इमरान खान को पिछले साल भी इन्होंने 3 हफ्ते आइसोलेट किया, जिसमें उनका बिजली भी बंद करी, गर्मी थी अभी बिजली बंद की, अब और उनको किताबें बंद कर दी पढ़ने, टीवी बंद है, मतलब उनकी सारी जो जरूरी चीजें हैं वो सब बंद कर दी. और वो दोबारा अब इस दफा उन्होंने वही किया कि उन्होंने सारा से राब्ते बंद कर दिए. अब किसी को कुछ नहीं पता इस वक्त के अंदर क्या हो रहा है. तो मेरा ख्याल है ये जुल्म की इंतहा को पहुंच चुके हैं. अब लोग निकल रहे हैं और निकलेंगे.
Now, criticizing the incidents further related to police brutality, she said that police have been allowed to beat up people, including children, women and elderly, without the fear of facing any consequences.
होगा, देखिए इन्होंने पिछले जब बहुत बड़ा प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था तो इन्होंने बहुत लोगों को गोलियां मार दी थी, बहुत आपको पता ही होगा कि बेशुमार लोग शहीद हुए उसमें जिनकी गिनती भी नहीं है। इनके पास उनकी कोई गिनती नहीं है कि कितने लोग थे। इन्होंने लोगों की जख्मियों को भी छुपा दिया, डेड बॉडीज भी छुपा दी। तो लेकिन इंशाल्लाह हमें उम्मीद भी है, क्योंकि ये अब और ज्यादा नहीं कर सकेंगे, इनका जुल्म बहुत हो गया और लोग अब बिल्कुल तैयार हैं। लोग हर वक्त कहते हैं कि जी आप कॉल दें और हम निकलें, लेकिन इमरान खान ने मना किया। उन्होंने कहा मत निकले ऐसे, क्योंकि ये लोग पहले भी मार चुके हैं, ये फिर मारेंगे गोलियां। तो ये देख रही हूँ कि पहले भी डिक्टेटर्स आए थे, उनका भी कोई अच्छा अंजाम नहीं हुआ था, तो इनका भी देखें कितनी देर जिंदा रह लेंगे और कितनी देर ये जुल्म कर लेंगे। लोगों को उठ के अपना जुल्म के खिलाफ खड़ा भी होना पड़ेगा और इनका मुकाबला भी करना पड़ेगा।
Latest we're getting in as far as the statement coming in from Imran Khan's sister. She says that no one has been allowed to meet the former Prime Minister. No one knows what are the conditions right now inside the jail. And at the same time, she also says that people are ready to support Imran Khan. The current government does not have popular support. And in fact, we might witness these supporters taking to streets in protest against what's been happening with Imran Khan. Now, she also claims that currently Pakistan is going through its darkest time and witnessing Hitler-era-like repression where citizens are getting killed, they're being beaten up, and there is no accountability whatsoever as far as the government is concerned. She in fact calls Pakistani Army Chief General Asim Munir a dictator and describes that Shehbaz Sharif's government as the most unpopular in the country's history. Remember, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf supporters, the members of the party, as well as the family members, they have been trying to meet Imran Khan for weeks now, but no one has been allowed to meet the former Prime Minister.